Iraqi medical professionals and the patients they serve have long been aware of the pervasive problems in the country's public healthcare system, but their complaints have largely fallen on deaf ears, both in Baghdad and among the international community, which have been far more concerned with security and stabilization objectives since 2003. The coronavirus pandemic in Iraq shined new light on Iraq's deteriorated healthcare system and has forced a public conversation about the extent of the problem. Since the beginning of the pandemic over a year ago, it's been widely reported that many Iraqis have simply refused to go to hospitals out of distrust in the system. The deadly April 2021 fire at Ibn al-Khatib Hospital, a key center for the management of COVID cases, further cemented the perception that the system is irreparably broken and mired in corruption. In general terms, we know why this deterioration has taken place. Previous studies have tracked the decline of the healthcare system in Iraq between the 1980s and the present. While the broader reasons for this deterioration are clear, what's lacking is an understanding of the way forward. What kind of steps should be taken to improve the public healthcare system in Iraq? What should the Iraqi government, international community, and other stakeholders prioritize? Developing some initial answers to that question is the purpose of this research project. But the task won't be easy because healthcare is an incredibly complex system. Let's take, for example, the weak provision of pharmaceuticals in public hospitals, which is a major cause of citizen dissatisfaction and distrust. Patients show up to the public hospital only to find that a small portion of the medications they need are available. And so they have to go to the pharmacy to purchase these on their own funds. In 2018, the government allocated $800 million US for drugs. In the end, just 12% of the 535 drugs on its essential medicines list were available in large enough quantities to meet demand. In part, this was an issue of funding. The central government has consistently spent far less per capita on healthcare than its much poorer neighbors, such as Jordan and Lebanon. Dealing with this massive shortage would involve not only the Ministry of Health, but other key stakeholders, such as the Ministry of Trade, Finance, Interior, in addition to the state pharmaceutical company, Kamadia, the WHO, regional countries, doctors, and patients. Healthcare intersects with a network of institutions and individuals. And so taking any health-related problem seriously will require this kind of systems-wide thinking. If you'd like to collaborate on this effort, please contact me or my research colleagues, Lana Sardar and Abdullah Iman. We look forward to sharing the results of this study. Thank you.